assisting them with budgeting and Roths, young families with college planning, life and disability insurance, older clients as they bring in 401k rollovers and seek advice for estate and tax planning, and finally, our elderly clients when it comes to the distribution phase of their retirement plan and long-term care options. This is Daisy Cook with Caledonian Financial in historic downtown Columbia.
Securities and investment advisory services offered through Osaic Wealth Inc., member FINRA and SIPC.
I've got a math question for you. When you add tolerance, subtract prejudice, and multiply efforts to treat one another with respect, what do you get? Less division. And school sports have it down to a science. Looking for an example of what can happen when we realize there's more that unites us than divides us? Look no further than high school sports in Tennessee.
This message presented by the Tennessee Secondary School Athletic Association and the Tennessee Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Inside Middle Tennessee. Somebody turned the AC on this morning.
It's kind of chilly this morning.
It's been chilly for the last couple of months.
It's the coldest May I can remember.
Well, I can remember graduation. I can remember sitting out there on the field at graduation and nearly freezing when it wouldn't be like this. And this is what happened. That year, I just nearly froze. So the next year, when it got time for graduation, I bought me a new black suit because I was not going to sit out there and freeze. Well, sir, that is the last time we moved graduation into the gym. And then I almost melted. We had a meeting. Glenn Stewart was the principal, and he called all of us in, and he said, "We're going to vote. You can vote for inside or outside." So I voted outside. Most everybody else voted inside. And that is the last time we packed that gym. There were people hanging from the chandeliers.
It was packed.
Absolutely awful.
And we were there. I was there. And John Orman, that teaches out at Central, was there because Mark was still there, his dad. And they did not have enough room for us in
they stayed in my
So
classroom.
they locked us in Mama's classroom, and we played.
There you go.
But it was just awful. Absolutely. People were mad. They couldn't get a seat. It was just, and I said, I'd never go through that again. I'd just skip graduation before I'd go through that. And Eddie and Beth Fullerton and I, somehow or another, we were doing the Beta Club cards. And I said, and I think that suit was beyond redemption. I think I sent it to the cleaners, but I'm not sure it was ever the same.
Yeah.
No inside graduation.
Well, we're just at that time of year where one week it's this and the next week it's that.
Well, you don't know. You can't flip your closet yet. If you flip your closet, I flip my closet. I move my winter, fall clothes, and then I put my spring, summer clothes. I did flip my closet.
And how long does that take you to do?
Oh, it takes me about a day to do.
Okay.
And then I purge. I purge a lot of stuff. So.
She's having me purge right now. She mentioned something the other day about wearing clothes from the 70s. I said, I'm still doing that.
Well, just if you think about it, every day you're wearing clothes in your 70s.
That's right. In the very end of the 70s.
Yeah. I get it. I get it. All right, folks, going to introduce the players. I'm Jim Ross. We got Drake Pugh on the board. We got Landon Seacrest over here trying to keep Drake straight, but that's pretty hard to do. It never happens. The dynamic duo of Sheila Hickman, Sarah Elizabeth Hickman McLeod, and Representative Scott Sapicki, who has been very busy
this week.
Far.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, we also have an old alumni in here with us. T. Willie.
We love
We're so glad
Willie.
to see him.
And I know you've got something that you want to talk about. What have you got?
Absolutely. First of all, thank you, Middle Tennessee, for all the support you've given me over the years. I'm actually here representing Parks Buick GMC in Columbia, where I work part-time now. Want me to talk about the event?
Yes.
They have a car show there tomorrow. Saturday from 10 to 3. It's the Ed T. Workman Lodge number 610 Car and Motorcycle Show. It's going to be up behind the parks in our large lot that is located behind us on 919 Nashville Highway.
That most people never see.
Yeah,
Unless you go through the car wash.
I see it a lot. But anyways,
Yeah.
if you want to enter the show, it's $20 per entry. You pay it when you get there. They'll be judging stuff, but it goes from 10 to 3. Everybody's welcome. Bring your car, your motorcycle, whatever you got. And people love car shows, as we know here in Middle Tennessee.
Yes.
They have the one downtown all the time, once a month. So, but anyways, Parks is the presenting sponsor, if you will. But I'd just like to mention the other sponsors: Crowley Container Corporation, Southeastern Refractory, Norman's Body Shop and Record Service, Kelly's Pest Solutions, Video Villa Pools and Spas, Southeastern Refractory, Holler's Insurance Group, Right Care Clinic, we know who that is, Stan McNabb, Columbia Concrete Group, Allen's Seamless Gutters, Parks, Video Villa Pools and Spas, Mac Service Station, Sakuzi Plastics, I believe that's in Mount Pleasant.
I'm glad you can pronounce it.
Yeah.
And if you see well, anyways, that's the best I could do. Bypass Barbershop, Bypass Markets, and D&D Towing. So make sure you support all of those sponsors. They help with these events. And again, Saturday, tomorrow, from 10 till 3. Bring your mother out there. She would like that for Mother's Day.
Buy her a new car.
Yeah, that's what she'd really like.
Yeah, and I do like to wish everybody a happy Mother's Day Monday, especially Sarah and Sheila, two of my good friends here in the studio, and my wife, of course. I hope everybody has an amazing Mother's Day. Mothers are special. Enjoy them while they're here.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
So, but that's what I have. I work there. I'm there at Parks 3 days a week. I'm a courtesy driver. I do everything, all the odd stuff. I'm the gopher, if you will.
Chief bottle washer.
I do that as well. Yes, that's true.
Well, you don't get bored.
Not yet, because if I go home, my wife reminds me I need to go back.
Yeah, pushes
Well,
you
that's a
back.
good place to be.
Yeah, it's a good time. Robert Rogers is amazing to work for. Everybody knows Robert. He does so much for the community.
Oh, he's a wonderful.
And Michael Parks does
You
too.
go to Columbia Central, go to Spring Hill High School, look at the scoreboards. Parks paid to have those installed. So they do a lot for boys and girls clubs. So it's a great place to work. I'm honored to be there. So,
And obviously, they're a big advertiser for WKRN
Yes, they
and
are.
WKR.
They are
huge advertisers.
In fact, that's how I started with the station. Remember, I don't know if you remember years back, we were doing the NASCAR show.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I was involved in that. Myself and Clayton Harris would wound up doing it by ourselves for a couple of years, and then I did it a whole year by myself. So, but yeah, they support this station a lot, and I always remind Robert to keep doing that as well. So,
Oh,
so
yes.
we need
Robert is just a good.
we need local
community
radio. That's
citizen.
for sure. So,
Yes.
but
Well, appreciate you coming in. Glad you're back with us. And remember, folks, 10 to 3 tomorrow.
you may be seeing a little more of me down the road, just so you know.
There you
Oh,
go.
well, we'll be glad
right.
for that.
Yeah.
I'm going to turn my mic over to the amazing Scott Sapicki. There you go, Scott. Everybody have a great day.
See you, Terry.
Thanks. Take care
Well,
of yourself. It's
Terry
so good.
mentioned
Thank you.
Mother's
See you,
Day
Terry.
events. There's some other Mother's Day events going on this weekend. Emerald Cake and Company in Culleoka will host a Mom and Me tea from 10:30 to 2 on Saturday, and prices are $46 for parties of 2 and $69 for parties of 3 and $92 for parties of 4. You can call 931-505-1736 for reservations. The farm at Riverbend in Williamsport will host a Mother's Day lunch from 11 to 2. They are pre-sold tickets are required, so just keep that in mind and look them up on. They have a good Facebook page. In Lewisburg, Pickers Creek Winery on the new Columbia Highway, or the Lewisburg Pike to us.
Yep.
We'll celebrate Mother's Day from 12 to 6 Sunday with live music from the Bird and the Bear from 1 to 4 with multiple food vendors. And then Fozzie's Bar and Grill will have half-price meals for moms all day on Sunday. So there you go.
They have a good business. We've been there once.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. So
Well, I think we got Scott under a time constraint.
Oh, yeah, he's
because
time
he's been
constraint.
a busy boy
Yeah,
this week.
I got to have some time.
Oh, no,
today
you're good.
because this is really bad. What happened up there, and I got to tell everybody what happened.
Okay, that is
So
fine.
if we can come back and do your history moment, because I need some time to explain.
Okay,
what
yeah,
happened.
absolutely.
All right, what
Yeah.
we'll take an early break. How
Yeah.
about that,
Right
Drake?
first.
Well,
So we'll take a break. We'll be right back with Inside Middle Tennessee.
Well, yeah, I hop right into that car of mine. I drive around the world. Yeah, I'm a wanderer. Yeah, a wanderer. I roam around.
This is Ellie the Greek, and you are listening to Inside Middle Tennessee on 101.7 WKOM.
Parks Motor Sales in Columbia has a great selection of Buicks, GMCs, and GMC-certified pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. A trusted sales staff and financing plans that fit any budget. Visit Parks once and you'll quickly discover why people all over Middle Tennessee have been buying vehicles there for more than 60 years. And factory GM-certified technicians can service and repair your vehicle as long as you own it. Go to parksmotorsales.com or stop by the lot at 919 Nashville Highway and take a test drive today.
This is Del Kennedy, Front Porch Radio. I just love Holland's Pharmacy on Hatcher Lane. When I come in, they know my name, the service is friendly, and the price is competitive. Lately, I've had mobility issues and have been using a cane. They have a new drive-in window. Help for people like me to do business at Holland's Pharmacy. 931-388-4233. 931-388-4233.
You're not just a homeowner, you're also an ice maker that didn't read the job description owner. Fortunately, you've got heating and cooling built and tested to keep going. American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, built to a higher standard.
Call Davis Heating and Cooling at 931-388-2090 for all your home comfort needs. Davis Heating and Cooling is your local independent American Standard dealer and proudly serves the Murray County area. Find Davis Heating and Cooling online and on Facebook or call today, 388-2090.
Let's talk custom design jewelry. Did you know Tillis Jewelry in downtown Columbia creates custom design jewelry and has been for over 30 years? From one-of-a-kind engagement rings to wedding bands and so much more. We want each piece to be as unique as you are and create a family heirloom for tomorrow. Call today and make an appointment with one of our designers. And just for calling, you will receive a free 30-minute consultation. Tillis Jewelry, creating custom jewelry proudly in Tennessee.
Hi, I'm Matt Perales, manager of Murray County Equipment. We help you with all your agriculture and construction equipment needs. We carry a full line of New Holland tractors from compacts to high horsepower. We have a full line of Gravely mowing equipment. We also have New Holland construction equipment, attachments, and accessories for your tractors and a complete parts department. We are locally owned and operated. Come see us at 1075 North James Campbell Boulevard or learn about us on Facebook or contact us at 931-490-8183.
Hi, I'm Kelly Dobson, owner of Caring Hearts Home Healthcare here in Columbia. For over 20 years, we've proudly served our community, locally owned and operated, providing trusted care you can count on. We support seniors, individuals with disabilities, and even short-term care after surgery. From personal care to homemaking and companionship, our team is here to help you or your loved one live safely and comfortably at home. Call Caring Hearts today at 931-381-5470 or stop by in person, 1121 Trotwood Avenue here in Columbia.
Farmer Johnny here, Taylor Family Farm. I want to give y'all a little look-see. We raise 100% non-GMO, grass-fed beef, pasture chicken, and pork on our family farm. Everything that we grow is raised with love and care to ensure the highest quality and nutrition for our family and customers. You can shop online at TaylorFamilyFarmTN.com or visit our farm store in person at Etheridge, Tennessee at 301 Dave Reisner Road. That's TaylorFamilyFarmTN.com for more information.
Hi, Jimmy here for Columbia Ace Hardware. Columbia Ace Hardware now carries Magnolia Home by Joanna Gaines paint. Now their premium quality and huge selection of colors will be right in your neighborhood. Along with the award-winning service and advice Columbia Ace has always provided for your paint projects. Around the block, what you need in stock, with people who know their paint. Columbia Ace, the helpful place.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
This is Mark Curry at the Trailer Store. We are a local, family-owned business. Every day, I work with my wife, Susie, my mother, Becky, and my son, Justin. We offer a full line of lawnmower trailers, utility trailers, stock trailers, and a full line of trailer parts. We also offer service. Come see us at 1021 New Lewisburg Highway. Call us at 931-381-2795. That's 931-381-2795.
Hi, I'm Morgan Luck, a local licensed insurance agent with Health Markets Insurance Agency in Columbia, Tennessee. Turning 65 and choosing the right Medicare plan for you can be confusing. Let me help you find a plan that best fits your needs and budget. Call 615-586-9906 to speak with a licensed insurance agent for a free appointment, virtually by phone or in person, to review your specific needs and help find a plan that's right for you. Health Markets Insurance Agency Incorporated is licensed as an insurance agency nationwide except in Massachusetts. Service and product availability may vary by state. Agents may be compensated based on enrollment. No obligation to enroll.
Your home for Alabama Crimson Tide football. Front Porch Radio, 101.7 WKOM.
Up in the morning and out to school. The teacher is teaching the golden rule. American history and practical math. You study them hard and hoping to pass. Working your fingers right down to the bone. And the guy behind you won't leave you alone.
All right, folks, we're back with Inside Middle Tennessee. All right, Drake, you got to tell everybody what that bump was.
This is School Days by Chuck Berry.
Yeah, it's Teacher Appreciation Week, and we appreciate all the teachers in Maury County and surrounding counties that hear our radio station. I'm very partial to teachers because I was raised by two of them, but they are teachers make a
you
huge,
might not either.
No, they make a huge impact on their students, and I have to say I was blessed to have some of the finest teachers ever, and from Columbia Academy to Baker to Whitthorne to Central. I love all my teachers, and each of them individually has had some kind of impact on me that I think of them daily, or I think of there's something they taught me or something I read or things. And if I had not had the wonderful math teachers I had, I would not have been able to pass and graduate. So
I understand that.
I love them. My math teachers have a very special place in my heart, but my history teachers, all of them, history, English, every subject, even my PE teachers. But we all have that favorite teacher that impacts you and makes you sort of have that light go off, and the light go off in your head and go, this is what I should probably do for a living. And and that happened in mass communications with Mr. Bell, and then in my history class with Mr. Marty Avery in high school. Those two, and I remember talking to one of my advisors at MTSU, and they said, you can never make a job out of mass communications and history, and here I am doing grants administration on historical grants, and I'm doing PR work, you know.
Yeah.
So
that goes to show you never can tell.
You never can tell. And my English teachers made me a stronger writer, but also Sheila Hickman did too. But anyway, so do y'all have a favorite teacher?
I've got a couple that, and I actually talked about one of them the other day on Landon and Mine's sports show. My high school film teacher, Mr. Terry Flowers. I haven't seen him in years, but he was one of my heroes. He got me started in this industry, and another one that followed behind him was I'll count a college professor in here. My professor from my senior year, Dan Eschenfelder, or he just wanted us to call him by his first name, and we did. Dan, he helped me earn 2 TAB awards and a second place Telly Award. And then I also think back to middle school. There was a teacher assistant who was always there for me and really helped me through some tough times in my life, Mr. Will Waits.
Okay.
And I think of him often. I hope he's doing good.
Yeah. What about you, Jim?
You know, I thought about that, and I had so many good ones and so many that I liked.
Your first grade teacher, Betsy Ross.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm sorry. She was my aunt. Seriously, I am related to her, believe it or not. But like a lot of people, just had so many of them that it's tough to kind of elevate one. I thought about it, maybe if I had to split frog hair, I might put Bobby Gentry up there. He was a math teacher for me up at BGA.
Yeah, in Williamson County.
In Williamson County.
I knew who he was.
Yeah. Well, there's Bobby Gentry and his older brother Jimmy Gentry, who wrote a book about going through Auschwitz. And he didn't go through Auschwitz. What was the other one?
I think it was that one.
That wasn't Auschwitz.
Maybe it wasn't.
Buchenwald.
Yeah, I think
Buchenwald.
so. He liberated it and talked about that. But he used to talk about that. It was his older brother.
Jimmy was a good man.
Yeah. And so was Bobby. Bobby passed away about 3 or 4 years ago. But, I think the common thread that runs through it, Bobby taught math. He taught me Algebra 1, Algebra 2. I think I may have had him for geometry, but I don't remember. But he was tough in the classroom. He controlled his classroom, but he did it with humor.
Oh, that'll work.
Yeah, he did it with humor, but he could lay the hammer down when he needed to. He was assistant football coach, and so he was pretty tough. And he was hard on you. But, the common thread was he was all those things, but I think the other thing that really elevated him is a common thread with a lot of these teachers and coaches, is that you knew that he cared about you.
Oh, yes.
That was a big thing.
And you knew it. And so that was just one of those things that just kind of makes you kind of stand out. He wasn't just my favorite teacher. He's just one of my favorite people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the teachers are favorite people too. They
Amen
are
to that.
people. They're besides teachers, they are people as well. So and that would tickle me when I was younger. We would be out at the mall when we had a mall, and Daddy would be out of his gym suit, like his PE clothes, and he would be in a suit from church or something. And they say, Mr. Hickman has really nice clothes. Like,
Didn't know he had other clothes.
Didn't know he had other clothes. So anyway, what about you, Landon?
I've been thinking. I have several options, but I'm going to start with elementary school. I went to elementary school at Riverside Elementary, right downtown. I had the same teacher for 2nd and 3rd grade. Miss Watts.
Nice.
And she was very impactful. One, because she let me be the pencil sharpener in class.
Oh, that's fun. Yes. Yes, the pencil sharpener.
So I remember doing that, and a lot of my best friends were in those classes. Then in 4th grade, I was a part of the Riverside News, which was kind of an enrichment program, which kind of gave me my start in like this media field, which is very crazy to look back on. But Ms. Gross helped me with that. And then my 1st grade teacher, Miss Vicky Brumfield.
Oh, Miss Brumfield.
She gave me one of the best mottos that I still live by today. She told me when I was literally just little in 1st grade, she said, a lot of people are going to take the low road. You need to continue to take the high road. No matter how low people go, just continue doing that. And that's something that I live by still to this day. It still applies.
That's awesome.
And she was a good teacher.
All right, Representative Sapecki.
So I'm going to give you a political answer here.
Oh.
No, but I think you'll understand what I'm saying.
Yeah,
is I think as you progress educationally, each teacher at each grade level understands where you are in life.
Yeah.
And what knowledge and information and advice they can give you based off of how you're ready to prepare, right?
Right.
The teacher that Ellie Grace has now, right?
Yeah.
She's going to talk or is going to talk to Ellie Grace in a way that she understands to help shape her life and make decisions.
Yes.
And then as she progresses into college or high school, right? It's a different Ellie Grace, right?
Yeah.
At a different time and needing different things.
Yes.
And I think the most important thing we have to realize is a teacher is a bump on the road of life, right?
Well, it's true.
That you meet and spend time with a whole year of your life, if you think about it.
Yes.
Yeah.
A whole year of your life, that they instill their personalities and their thoughts, and it helps you shape your life as you move forward.
Yeah.
Because like Mrs. Shortino was my 3rd grade teacher. How do I remember that? Or Sister Mary Margaret in 1st grade, right?
Right.
Or Brother Hogg in high school, right? How do you remember those people? Because they've touched your life at a moment that they needed to touch your life.
And they saw you in all different versions, like of that year. They saw you on your good days. They saw you on your bad days. They saw when you needed a little extra encouragement, or you needed a hug, or they needed to pull you to the side and say,
or a kick in the pants.
A kick in the pants. Like, get with it. You can do this. Get with it.
But they do it in a way that, I mean, Sheila, you've taught. I mean, it's what students you have, recognizing where they are in their life on how they can do it. The Ellie Grace we have right now, in 5 years, will be a different Ellie Grace.
Oh, yes.
Right?
Yes.
And then as they get older, they get more sassy, and mom will get accustomed to that.
11 has
Yes.
become sassy. But it's,
that's my take.
Yeah,
is-
absolutely. All right. What about you, Mama?
Well, I can really say that I probably in all the teachers I had, I probably only had one or two clinkers. But so
That's
you know,
good.
Word.
Let's talk about them.
Oh,
I have
Lordy.
not heard
But
that
you-
word in forever.
Well, so-
Word of the day is clinker. Use it
But
in
you
your
know,
sentence
they say teaching is a calling, and some of them answered the wrong telephone.
Maybe we won't have you testify.
But my next door neighbor teacher when I started at Central was Miss Mary Graham. And Miss Mary Graham's father was the superintendent of schools here, Professor Graham. He was very important in beginning education in Murray County. And she was my senior English teacher. And I cannot measure what she taught me, and I still am amazed at the amount of territory we covered in English literature, and I knew I was going to be an English major. I knew that from middle school, well, junior high then, and we covered more territory in that class. And how in the world we did that? We had an outside reading book every 6 weeks, and we read Tale of Two Cities, and we had Pride and Prejudice, and we read Return of the Native, and there was one every 6 weeks. You better get that book read. And then she gave out these long 11 by 14 sheets of questions. We did Shakespeare, we did Macbeth, we did Hamlet. And she would hand out these long sheets of questions, and she'd just keep handing them out. And I think, Lord, Miss Graham, are you ever going to get through? And she'd say, only 2 of these are due tomorrow. and when I started teaching, I was right next to her, and I was just so honored to be at Central. I would have taught for nothing. I was just so happy to be there. And Mr. Harold Hardison was our principal, and I love Mr. Hardison and Miss Hardison too. So important to me. But Mr. Hardison said to Miss Graham, you leave Sheila alone and let her develop her own teaching style. Too late, Mr. Hardison. I'd already spent a year with her, and I knew just exactly how to operate. And she had the gift to bring out the best in the worst sometime. And some of those old boys who were so difficult, she would somehow or another get in touch with them, and they would just love her. Yeah. People who would think that they had no use for Shakespeare, all of a sudden, because Miss Graham could do it, they could do it too.
Yeah.
But she taught generations and generations and generations of Murray Countyans. I guess she was probably on the 3rd generation. I only made it to the 2nd one. But if I had the kind of impact on this community, and there's still people living who had Miss Graham besides me, they can attest to the fact that she prepared us for college. I probably knew as much about Shakespeare when I left Central High School as I did when I took Shakespeare in college, because she was that thorough. We read this book about the first Queen Elizabeth. That was the first one we read. She said, be sure and read this carefully. It's the equivalent of 2 semesters of college literature. Yeah. And she meant it. And then there was a Professor Mims at Vanderbilt, and he's long since gone, and he would say to his students that he could tell which ones of his students had Miss Mary Graham.
There you go.
Wow.
There you go.
Wow.
Well, thanks to all the teachers and their impact on us.
Mm-hmm.
And if you think about it, send them a note. I have challenged myself to try to start letting my teachers know how much they impacted me.
Look good.
Because I think it's important to let them know that a 43-year-old Sarah Elizabeth still thinks about.
Oh yeah,
them.
still remembers them.
Yeah.
They make a lot, and I know there's some people I didn't make a very good impression on, but I believe they may be in the minority.
Well, we certainly hope so.
I think I'm gonna try to reach out to all of them.
They love, and I speak from watching the joy of Mama's face, and especially Daddy when he was still here. The joy they have of a student coming up to them and saying, "Thank you, hello, how are you?"
Yeah.
All of that. So, thank a teacher today.
Absolutely. I know my mom still appreciates it when people come up to her.
Your mom is a wonderful teacher.
She was.
Well, we're going to take a break, pay some bills, and we'll be back.
This is Coach Tredaris Goff from Columbia Central High School football. You are listening to 101.7 WKOM in Columbia, Tennessee.
I'm Gabe Howard, and my time in the United States Marine Corps shaped who I am. The Marine Corps taught me discipline, responsibility, and that leadership means putting mission and people before self. Those lessons have guided me as a husband, father, small business owner, and county commissioner. As Maury County Mayor, I'll bring that same servant leadership, accountability, and determination to fight for taxpayers and our future. I'd be honored to earn your vote. Paid for by Gabe Howard for Maury County Mayor, Stephen Brown, Treasurer.
Debbie Matthews, realtor, and her husband Jason, who is a prose songwriter, also own a music publishing company. They live in historic downtown Columbia with their dogs. Dog rescue work is their passion project. They consider Middle Tennessee their backyard, and their lives are full of all things Tennessee. Debbie says there is no greater honor than to help someone find a home. To be trusted with that job, there is no greater privilege. Call Debbie at the Nashville Realty Group, 615-476-3224, 615-476-3224.
NASCAR Powerball. The chase to 1 million is on.
Finalists, are you ready?
Don't miss your chance to collect cash prizes on your way to an all-new destination where you could take home $1 million.
Insane! The winner is contestant number 2. I can't believe it.
The official lottery game of NASCAR is back for the chase.
Enter at TNVIPrewards.com between May 1st and August 1st for your chance to win.
The Tennessee Lottery has had many big winners. More than 450 tickets have been sold worth $1 million or more. But with more than $8 billion raised for education, the biggest winners continue to be students in Tennessee. So if you've ever purchased a game from the Tennessee Lottery, we say thank you for helping to play your part. The Tennessee Lottery, game-changing, life-changing fun, but please play responsibly.
Some people are just obsessed with their lawns. They'd cut their grass with a pair of scissors if they could. Thanks to Gravely, they don't have to. You see, Gravely makes not only the best built and most comfortable lawnmowers, they also leave your house looking like a doggone country club. So whether you're a commercial landscaper wanting the best or just a perfectionist homeowner, you can't do better than a Gravely.
See our full line of Gravely products at Maury County Equipment, 1075 North James Campbell Boulevard in Columbia, Tennessee, or check us out on Facebook.
Hey, this is Seth Moss at Tennessee Valley Equipment, a premier FAE PrimeTech, Bandit, and Shurex dealer. We are your dealer for all of your land clearing and forestry mulching needs. We sell equipment, provide repair service, and parts along with a rental fleet of mulching equipment. We also offer mulching teeth, blades, and sharpening. Our number one priority is getting you up and running as quickly and affordable as possible. Tennessee Valley is located at 300 Santa Fe Pike in wonderful Columbia, Tennessee. Stop by or give us a call today at 931-981-9812.
Hi, I'm Kelly Dobson, owner of Caring Hearts Home Healthcare here in Columbia. For 20 years, we've helped seniors live safely and comfortably at home, right where they belong. We're local, we're hands-on, and we're proud to be voted Best of Maury County for in-home care. Whether it's 1 day a week or 7 days a week, Caring Hearts is here for your family, just like we've been for hundreds of others. Call us today at 931-381-5470 or visit us online or come see us in person at 1121 Trotwood Avenue, Suite 2 here in Columbia.
You're not just a homeowner, you're also an ice maker that didn't read the job description owner. Fortunately, you've got heating and cooling built and tested to keep going. American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, built to a higher standard.
Call Davis Heating and Cooling at 931-388-2090 for all your home comfort needs. Davis Heating and Cooling is your local independent American Standard dealer and proudly serves the Maury County area. Find Davis Heating and Cooling online and on Facebook or call today 388-2090.
For 60 years, people all over Middle Tennessee have returned to Parks Motor Sales again and again because they get the best vehicles and best service possible. Go to parksmotorsales.com for options, new Buicks, GM certified pre-owned vehicles, financing, GM certified technicians, parts, tires, and more. Then stop by 919 Nashville Highway. Test drive a Buick and see why the Buick Encore and the Buick Enclave are among America's most reliable vehicles. Experience the new Buick at Parks Motor Sales.
Maury County volunteer firefighters provide fire and rescue services to Maury County residents like you. I'm Savannah Madison, Public Information Officer with Maury County Fire. Our department serves over 600 square miles, and as a volunteer department, we rely on community donations to operate. You can also support by joining our department. We help you obtain the certifications to become a support member or firefighter. Learn more about making a tax-deductible donation or becoming a firefighter at maurycountyfiretn.org. That's maurycountyfiretn.org.
The NASCAR Cup Series.
Field works their way 2 by 2. They bunch together in the middle of the tri-oval.
Heads to New York.
Oh, we got trouble. One car has spotted the second spot. Lots of white smoke. It was Eric Jones.
For a Mother's Day trip around the Glen.
Side by side. Oh, Ryan Priest will break loose. They're crashing mid-pack. Carson Hocevar will come to the line.
It's the Go Bowling at the Glen.
1 o'clock Sunday, May 10th on WKOM 101.7 FM.
What's your favorite radio station?
101.7 WKOM.
Oh!
8 weeks ago tonight we parted.
All right, folks.
It's so hard
We're back with Inside Middle Tennessee. All right, Drake, what we got?
Merle Haggard singing "I Wonder If You Feel the Way I Do." The old Bob Wills song.
In other words, no, I don't. So,
I don't either.
No. All right, Scott, I think you had a little something on your mind that needs to be said.
So we did finish the special session. The redistricting did pass. Let me just talk about the redistricting part very briefly. Then I'm going to talk about where we are in politics, folks, and it's got to stop. So first of all, in the redistricting part, Maury County will go back to 2 representatives. Remember, we used to have Congressman Green and Congressman Desjardins. It worked very well for us. I had 2 voices to call if I needed any help. If one of them got in trouble with leadership, I still had another one to call to help Maury County out. So I think it's going to bode well for us now. We'll be in the Congressional 5th, which is basically the west side of Maury County and about half of Columbia. And then the east side will be District 9, and that's the one that snakes all the way back. Not really snake, it just follows the southern counties all the way back into Memphis. Now, Congressman Ogles will be running in the 5th. I don't know where Chaz Mulder has decided to run or Charlie Hatcher has decided to run, so we're waiting to find out. The window is open.
Depend on their residents?
Well, no, because your county is split in half.
Yeah.
So you can run in either district.
Oh, I didn't know
You can run in either district, and you do not have to move.
What's the defining line? Highway 31?
No, they've chosen some geographic boundaries. Some of them could be power lines. Some of them could be rail lines. Some could be roads. So you just got to look at the map. I mean, but pretty much fairly, if you're east of 31, chances are you're in 9. And if you're west of 31, chances are you're in 5. Except in Columbia, it could be a little bit different, just a slight different than that. But our election commission will do a good job of trying to get people notified of where they're going to vote. But we will have 2 congressmen now. I want to say this. I appreciate all of the phone calls I received asking me to run for the Congressional 9th to represent Maury County and that district in Congress. It's an honor to have people ask you to do that, but at this time I'm gonna decline. I think it's more important that I continue to go to the General Assembly and continue to represent Maury County. We've had, with the 3 roads we've just gotten and the projects with our parks and our courthouse and the grants, Myself, Senator Hensley, and Representative Capley, I think we're in a very good spot right now for Murray County to be able to get things that we need to make our community the best it is. So, and with what I'm working on in education, with a new governor coming in,
they need you.
I think I'm going to stay right where I'm at right now and keep working for the people of Tennessee and the people of Murray County, because I think I can get probably a lot more done here than I can up in Washington anyway.
I expect so.
So that's what's going on. Now, let me segue here. I've been up there 8 years, folks, and this is the first time when I walked into the General Assembly that I was actually worried for my safety. And if you've seen me, I'm a pretty big guy. And this is the first time that when I walked off the elevators, what I saw in people's eyes was hatred. It wasn't like, I disagree with you, can we talk about it? It was, I hate you. I had a protester tell me that they hoped my wife was raped by a black man. There's a video out there of one of my dearest friends up there, Deborah Moody and Kevin Vaughn, are walking outside, which, first of all, after session, I have no idea why they thought that was a good idea. But the video, and I've showed it to you, it's about 5 to 10 minutes long of them walking down the steps, and the names and the vitriol that the left is calling them, enough. Now, I'm calling, and I'll be happy to sit down with James Dallas and Jason Gilliam and Mr. York and Drake Colley if he wants to, and we'll sit down and we'll review those videos together. And if we don't all openly come out and condemn that rhetoric, you can disagree with me. You can disagree with me, and I'll let you disagree with me. And then you're going to hear my point of view, and then we'll just have a discussion. And if we come to a point that we disagree, we disagree. We can still part amicably. But it has reached a pitch now where it is hatred, violence, attacks, name-calling.
Dangerous.
It's got to stop, because it's going to continue to escalate. When we were up there, we normally, after session, we'll go out to eat, right? Just because we're hungry. We want to go out to eat. They told us, do not go outside. The protesters are waiting to get you. It's got to stop, folks. And I think, and I'm going to talk to Delk, we need to get our political leaders on this radio station, and we should around the state and say, enough, folks. We've got to stop this, because it's spiraling out of control. This is not who we are. We can agree to disagree. We can agree to debate. But when we're on the House floor and the Democrats had 37 amendments on the bill, 37 amendments, and then they received 47 minutes of debate on the bill on top of that. And as Republicans, we sat there and listened to everybody. Now, we didn't agree with them, so we voted no, right? But the second the speaker called on the Republican side to speak, you saw what happened in the videos.
Yeah, all the crowd
You
went
saw what
nuts.
happened. And then in the Senate, when we got finished, the Senate kept going. And they moved over to the Senate, and there's a video of a sitting state senator standing on her desk throwing a temper tantrum.
I just cannot understand why they think that will accomplish something. I just can't get that.
It's got to stop. And I'm telling you, there's a lot of people, trust me, I see my Facebook posts, folks. There's a lot of people out there that disagree with me, and that's fine. But the majority of people in Murray County elect me to go back up there and keep representing them.
So they must agree with you.
Well, a portion does.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what we have to get to the point is that, and here's what's crazy. When we get up there, 2/3 of our votes are bipartisan.
And should be.
They're bipartisan, 2/3 of them.
Yeah.
Now, there's obviously some big policy things that we get into that it's not, but the bulk of the stuff we do is bipartisan. The bills that I carried on presidential physical fitness were bipartisan. The bills on virtual schools were bipartisan. The bills on illegal gambling were bipartisan, right? The rhetoric has got to stop. We need to go back to civil debate. And if you disagree, you disagree. It's okay. But this attacking people now, and it's going to spiral out of control, and somebody's going to get hurt. Because those troopers who protect us are put in a bad situation sometimes, they are tasked to protect us.
Yeah.
Protect us from all harm. If you watch those
regardless of party.
That's right. When you watch those videos of I had 2 troopers holding both of my arms as they led me through a crowd. And I was bigger than both the troopers. Right?
Man. So you
and
could
and
help
that's
them
the
out.
and that's the problem is something's going to happen that's going to be tragic. And once it's tragic, you can't go back.
No.
I had a state representative verbally assaulting a state trooper up there who's doing their job on somebody who they asked to leave repeatedly. Well, eventually they're going to say, I got to remove you. That's my job. And for that representative, Justin Pearson, to say those ugly things to our state troopers who are doing their job, enough.
Yeah.
And folks, we got to stop this. So, Murray County, like I said, I will be happy to sit with those people I mentioned in this room and do a 3 Dudes with a View and talk about how we need to stop this type of rhetoric and violence. It's got to stop. It's got to stop on Facebook. It's got to stop on Instagram. It's got to stop everywhere. Just talk to people. Just talk to people. And no, Sheila, everybody's not going to agree.
No, I didn't always agree
15
with
years
you.
ago, we didn't agree at all.
No, we didn't. I don't think we even liked each other,
No.
but we got over it.
But I consider you're one of my dearest friends.
No,
Oh,
you
me
got
too.
past it.
No.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Well, because we got to know each other.
And that's part of the problem.
You know, if you don't agree, and I'll challenge you right now, and there's people out there that are going to be nodding their heads yes. If you have an issue with me, call me. We'll go over to one of the local coffee shops. Trust me, there's 50 of them to choose from. Right?
That's the truth.
A lot of money in coffee.
And we'll sit down, person to person, and we'll talk. And you'll get to know me. I'll hear you. And then if we can come to some kind of common ground, we'll come to some kind of common ground. But this anger that's on my Facebook pages, for what? Just pick up the phone and call me and say, my assistant will be happy to book an appointment. I'm going to give him a free plug. I spend a lot of time over at Cabin Coffee, sitting in that back room talking to constituents. I'm headed there today from here. Come over and talk to me. I'll be happy to talk with you about what happened. That's my job.
Mm-hmm.
But folks, it's spiraling out of control.
Mm-hmm.
It's got to stop. And just watch those videos. Get the whole bill out of your system. Don't look at those based off of, do I support the bill or not?
Just
look
don't
at the
worry
rhetoric.
about it.
Just look at the rhetoric. And you tell me if those troopers had to walk those representatives down there, what I'm afraid of is, what if they weren't there?
Oh, yeah, no kidding.
What if someone come up behind Deborah Moody, a 60-year-old woman who has trouble walking, and shove her down the stairs from behind and hurt her? Or did something to the other representatives there because they could? Anyway, that's my Robert McKay moment.
Well, you showed us the video, and the video of it, that the language and the name calling was about as foul as you can possibly get.
Yeah, that was really bad. It was really bad.
It just can't get any worse.
How do I hear you, right?
Yeah.
If you're shouting that at me, if you're telling me you hope my wife is raped by a black man, or you hope your children are killed, how do I even hear you then? Right?
Yeah.
That just shows how deep hatred can go.
Yes.
That it just becomes to the point that it's just all right to do whatever I want to you, no matter how disrespectful or matter how hurtful. That's just how deep hate goes.
A lot of the reason they hate these people is just for over the stupidest of things too. I mean, like there's a lot of terrible things going on in this world. Why do we gotta hate each other over the dumbest, littlest of things? I mean, it's just why we gotta hate each other.
Well,
period.
you know my old saying about so many of these things, all this stuff that people get so upset about and think they can change the world. All this ugliness is not going to help anybody in the hereafter, and it's certainly not going to help anybody here on earth. And we should be concerned about being the kind of person that we are taught to be in the scriptures, to love our fellow man. There's nothing in there about hate your fellow man. And by the way, paint a sign and stand up and yell on your desk.
If you disagree with someone, go cuss them out and tell them to die. I mean, like, good grief.
Maybe we need to have when we do this little powwow on Three Dudes. Maybe Sheila, you need to be the moderator.
I can do it.
But
she'd do a better job than me. I just tell them to be quiet and they don't listen.
The sad part is, this was probably one of the most productive sessions we've had in Tennessee in a long time.
Despite all the chaos.
Yes. What we've done, this General Assembly, I think will really, really have ramifications going into the future for Tennessee of setting us up as being an economic leader, an entertainment leader, an educational leader, a healthcare leader. I mean, it's an exciting time, I'm telling you, to live in Tennessee with what we have going for us right now. With Memphis getting ready, we think, with Memphis economically to be set free and coming online, you talk about a booming age in Tennessee to live. It could be, now, unfortunately, it could mean more people coming here.
Oh, no.
But
oh boy,
I was really proud of the work we did this year in the finishing up the 114th. Really, a lot of good work.
You did many good things.
A lot of good work. So,
you know, when you pass all these things like this, and I'm thinking about if you use your influence with TDOT to get your road system fixed, and if you elevate the children's grade scores, that does not know a party.
No.
That is for everybody's benefit, regardless of what your political affiliation is.
The $2 million grant for our library here in Columbia, the $500,000 grant for the new park in Culleoka, the grant for our courthouse, right? Yes. These are things that you build relationships with. So when you need them, people go, yeah, okay, right?
Yeah.
With the announcing of Bear Creek now popping into the 10-year plan. That is huge for Murray County.
Of course.
And then trust me, I drive it every day. I'll be driving here shortly. 65 North, getting that problem fixed, right?
Oh my gosh.
Dude, we've had over, in the next 10 years in Murray County, we'll have almost $700 million of major road projects in a very small area in the great state of Tennessee. That's unheard of.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And that's because of relationships that myself and Senator Hansley and Representative Capley and Representative Doggett that we have in the General Assembly of being able to work together. Mm-hmm. So great. It's a great time to live in Tennessee, despite of what you're going to see. But we have to condemn that type of rhetoric. It must stop, because it's going to spiral out of control, and then people are going to start to get hurt, because you're going to put law enforcement in a very bad spot that they have to do their job. And watch the videos. You'll see what I'm talking about, folks. If you don't know where they are, send me a text. I'll text them over to you. But this is out of control.
Oh, YouTube's probably full of them at this point.
Oh, I'm sure.
And trust me, unfortunately, we're making national news for this.
Yep, we are. I saw it yesterday.
And that's a shame.
It should be our goal to set an example for the rest of the states or the rest of the communities. And I think your idea about a confab with those people, I think that has great merit.
Hey, let's start this turnaround right here in Murray County of respect. Let's bring respect back for each other. We can have communication, we can have discourse, we can have disagreement, and then we can part as Tennesseans. Period.
Sounds good. Sounds good with me.
Tennesseans. So. We'll see.
All right, we got other things going on in the county.
I bet we're going to play ball.
Yeah, you guys have been just busy on the ball field, Landon and Drake. Y'all been going. Y'all pulled some late nights.
Landon, tell the folks about last night. Well, we got some region baseball going on. We got the 4A Columbia baseball versus Nolensville at 4:30 p.m. at Page tonight. 1A Hampshire baseball versus Richland at 4:30 p.m. at Eagleville. And 3A Battle Creek baseball versus Franklin County at 4:30 at Lawrence County. And for district softball, we got Culleoka versus Mount Pleasant softball for second place in District 10 Class 1A. And that's what we got going on in sports.
Well, now, is any of this
back up. You said that fast. Do that again.
Any of this being aired?
Hold on. It's district. This is district softball's Culleoka versus Mount Pleasant softball for second place in District Class 10A tonight. Got to turn on the bump music, folks, as we got us a minute left. 4A Columbia baseball versus Nolensville, which is at 4:30 p.m. at Page. 1A Hampshire Baseball versus Richland at 4:30 p.m. at Eagleville. And 3A Battle Creek Baseball versus Franklin County at 4:30 at Lawrence County.
So nothing's here in Murray County.
They're all over the creation.
All over the place.
And is Columbia Academy still playing, or they've been eliminated?
I don't know. Do you know,
Still
Landon?
playing.
They are?
Well, you got to cover them too. Can't leave them out. All right.
Yeah.
All right, folks, we got about 10 seconds left. We hope everybody has a good week, a good weekend. We'll see y'all next week on Inside Middle Tennessee.
Well, I really was worried about you, Scott. I just thought.
Breaking news this hour from Town Hall. I'm Rich Thomason. A considerably rosier hiring picture last month than economists were expecting. America's employers added 115,000 jobs. The unemployment rate stands at 4.3%.